I am joined on my podcast today by the Columbia boys from Liverpool. So we've got Chapeau in the top left, Johnny bottom left, and Tom bottom right. How are we all?
Good, you know yourself?
Yeah, very well. Yeah, enjoying life gin.
Yeah,
isolation, gang.
The only way to cope in it. The only way to cope in isolation.
I know.
You Wales, aren't you?
I saw this picture on Twitter the other day. It said your coronavirus alcoholic name is your first name followed by your last name. It's so true though, isn't it? And every week I'm like, I get to Monday and I'm like, right, I'm not drinking this week. And I do really well for like 3 days. And it gets to Thursday, I'm like, it's basically the weekend. But I'm just pissed then from Thursday through to Sunday.
We're all smackheads anyway.
Good. That's what I like to hear. So, boys, tell us a bit. I don't know who wants to do some talking. Should we start with you, Chapeau?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to tell us, like, how long you've been together? Like, a bit about the band?
Yeah, we've been together for about 3 years, I'd say now. But we're not counting the first year because, listen, none of us had a clue how to play a guitar. I still don't. I've just got the pipes, Sam, and the personality. We started originally, and just in trying to do anything, trying to just come up with chords and stuff like that. And then the boys got a little bit better. We got our own rehearsing space, and then the magic started to happen.
So none of you played then before you got together?
No. When we was in school and that, we were like, when we was in school, we didn't play like guitars and nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? So,
that wasn't like us. That
all come to us in like I must have been 22 or something when I first thought, you know what, gives a little go on a guitar sort of thing. So
same. Yeah. We were just a little bit older we just missed like the likes of Oasis and the Britpop. We were more into like rap coming up when we were kids. And
same.
Dance music and all that.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. 50 Cent, gang.
I used to love all that. Garage. I used to love Garage, like So Solid Crew. Oh my god, I used to love all that. The stuff I used to wear as well. Looking back, I'm glad. Social media. I used to have this tracksuit. It was like a Kappa tracksuit. It was beige, and I used to wear those visors. Do you know those hats that are about the top on?
Yeah.
Like baseball caps.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. So did you all go to school together?
Yeah. We were mates for like 10 years or something before we decided to be in a band. You know what I mean? So we all know each other's ins and outs. You know what I mean?
At least you know you get on.
Best mates, that's it. That's what I mean. Being best mates.
That's why
we'd
never split up. You know what I mean? Because we can literally argue if we want to argue because we're mates.
Yeah.
Forgot about.
And you can be honest, can't you, as well, when you're really good.
That's it. That's the best thing about it. Yeah.
Rather than
Johnny can't not be honest. He's a bit too honest sometimes.
That's not a bad thing, though.
No,
it's not a bad thing.
Works well.
Oh, so obviously with everything that's going on, there's no live gigs at the moment.
No, shit, isn't it?
It's pretty awful, isn't it? I know, I'm really missing it. So what did you have planned this year, like music-wise?
Yeah. A few things, didn't we? We obviously were planning on getting the EP out and all that, but obviously we're waiting to get in and record it now. But getting that out, we had a few gigs lined up as well, so everything's just on hold now, really, innit? We had Sound City, didn't we? Glasgow. Yeah. We had a date in Glasgow.
A few.
Where else was we, lad? Somewhere
else. A few,
else.
The Blackpool and all that.
Blackpool,
yeah. That's what I mean. It's a nightmare, isn't it? Like,
everything's just on hold now. But when it's over, though, we're hitting it hard, aren't we, boys?
It's not going to be like, they're not going to say, right, go. I think it's going to be quite a gradual thing. But I go to I did go to about 3 or 4 gigs a month. So I've been 2.5 months now. I'm getting them. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah. What was the last gig you went to, Sam?
DMA's at Brixton.
Oh, was it like heavy?
Yeah. But if I'd have known that was my last ever gig for this long, I just didn't. But it's really weird because we knew this virus was coming even then, but I didn't worry until the government was like, right, the next weekend, right, you're not allowed out. So I was like, oh my god.
I didn't expect it to.
Till it happens.
Me and Johnny, we were in Amsterdam for my birthday when we were in a coffee shop when it got locked down. We came in and
nightmare that. Just literally sat down and that. It's got a drink.
At least you're chilled out about it.
Yeah.
We were like, oh yeah,
just laughing about it.
Let's just go back to the hotel.
Yeah, forget about it. It'll be fine. I went to Amsterdam last year to go and watch Foals. That was good. We just got bait for like 3 days. It was brilliant.
Yeah, that's it.
Foals at Glasgow, didn't we? They were
Did we, yeah?
Me and Sweet. It was actually. Probably. me and Sweet, it was, and they were. I wanted to see them, like they were heavy.
Yeah, maybe.
Man.
I know, it's such a shame, but all these like live stuff on Twitter and stuff, I think bands have done so well. It's just so much.
Yeah, it's done wonders for us. This lockdown's done wonders for us.
Oh, yeah. What Oasis song did you say? What Oasis song did you do? I can't think.
What do we do?
Yeah. I can't think of the song when you were sat in the garden and the birds were singing.
Oh, Little by Little.
Little by Little, yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah,
it's well today, innit?
As you can see, I'm not playing the guitar on that because I don't have a clue how to.
But you've got an important job as well.
Oh,
he's got the easy job.
He just turns up and sings, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's all Liam Gallagher does, to be fair.
No,
exactly.
But did you see Liam Gallagher playing guitar the other day?
Yeah.
Like, he should play on stage. Like, I don't know why he never plays. Weird.
No, doesn't need to though, does he?
I know, yeah, he's the front man though, and he'd never won it, would he? Do you know what I mean?
Cool as fucking name.
Just the best, isn't
he? What's your thoughts on Noel then, Sam?
I love Noel. I love both of them. Yeah, I love Noel.
Turned into a bit of a dickhead now though, hasn't
he? Yeah. I love his new music though. I love all his new music. I think it's brilliant.
To his last album.
I think I preferred his first new solo album.
Yeah, his first two were good.
I preferred them to his new stuff, but he's with that Dead in the Water. He went a bit back, didn't he? It was
that's a tune, Dead in the Water. That's a proper tune.
That's not even on on my vinyl. It's not even on vinyl. It's not even on vinyl. Dead in the Water.
No, all that Black Star dancing and that. I'm not having that. Like,
to be fair, lad, I can
you don't
see
like
what he's got
it?
into.
No, not into it at all.
I
love them as well.
Oh, I love all that.
Well, no, I'm not having that. Like,
I don't mind me. I know what you made to me. They're a bit different and that, but I reckon he'll end up going back to like what he normally does. He's got a strong LG fan here in the bottom right corner.
We've got at the end of this. To the guy that runs the podcast, we've got this like feature. So we'll do it at the end. Basically, we're going to have like a list of Twitter accounts, and you've got to guess the number of followers. It's a bit like Price is Right. So I'll say a band. I'll say a band, and then higher or lower. So yeah, that'll be fun to do.
Ask me yours because I was looking at yours this morning. You've gone up. You flew up again.
What's that? My followers?
Yeah.
I know. I don't know what. Do you know what started it? All I did was post a video of me down on a beer really quickly, and it got like I think it was like over 2 million views.
Really? Yeah. What is that? Everyone was just all started following you in that?
Yeah, I had like I drove down to my dad's like the next morning, and I was obviously I've been out drinking, and I drove to my dad's the next morning, and when I got down there, I had like 8,000 new followers. I was like, oh my god, I just like turning my phone off the weekend.
I bet you were thinking nice.
Yeah. No, it was overwhelming because I loved my little Twitter account before, and then it just kind of blew up. But now I don't know. I said it in the last like year, 18 months or so that I've been championing the new bands. But it's nice to have a platform.
It's proper sick what you're doing.
It is.
Like using your platform to do that, like especially obviously because you love us as well. Like it's boss, you know what I mean, for us. Yeah. So imagine what you're actually making other bands feel like, you know what I mean.
I know.
You will be behind bands who go big and that, and it'll be you got them out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's like the Lavins. The Lavins, they played at my show last year. Hold on, look.
That's it.
Wait a minute. I'm just going to show you up. Right, see that thing there?
Yeah,
that's the show that I put on last year, and the Lavins.
Yeah.
The Lavins.
They're not the ones we beat, is it?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you did, but then they weren't on a technicality. They came through on a technicality. You did beat the Lavins.
Yeah, fair play.
That was a belt of bank holiday.
They smashed it then, you know.
Oh yeah, they smashed it.
No one knew they were like 6 months ago or something, so they've absolutely gone right to the top, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? They're killing it, like, at the minute.
Yeah. But like you said, it just takes one little break, and then once you've got your foot in the door, like the right person hears you, then that's it then. And that's what I think. Just by promoting people, you hope that one person will see you and like you, and that's it.
Just takes the right person, doesn't it?
That's it.
It takes the right person.
And you've got the good boys. I'm not just saying that. I absolutely love Colombia.
We know that someone's gonna like. We know someone will have to take a chance on us. You know what I mean? Someone's gonna take a chance on us one day, because we'd be sure to see. They will. Like,
we've got major tunes there as well.
Yeah, we've got our best tunes aren't even out yet, Sam. Do you know
what?
Our best tunes.
Right, look at this. Right, look at my I'll show you. Look at my Spotify on repeat. Look. Wait. So we've got. I don't know if you can see.
You're making me grab another drink.
No, left for me.
Where is it? Yeah,
banger.
These two. This life.
Yeah.
Tunes, belters,
I literally love those two songs so much.
They're a belter,
this life, when you get up in the morning, though, it just makes you want to.
Yeah.
And then not let them stuff like.
Because you don't have a lot of bands out there with big guitars in the tunes anymore.
Yeah,
yours quite weak, really anthemic. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
I know how demoralising it is. Like when you're just constantly like trying to get your music out there, and you feel like banging your head against the wall.
We only read our first tunes, not even a year old. We're still right at the very bottom of our career. Do you know what I mean? So we know that one day it'll happen. Like it's just a matter of when. We just need to get things out there and just keep getting them bangers out there, and we'll eventually be like.
Just keep the faith.
Yeah, that's it, innit? That's it.
You get there.
When I've got the faith, like
when you first like messaged us and that, like or we might have messaged you about our new song and that. So when you were on our side, though, we were like, nice.
Yeah.
You get more recognition and more recognition and more recognition, and then it just. Next minute, you're hopping out of Bentleys, smashing bit of Moretti's over your head.
driving cars into swimming pools.
Yeah.
That's it though, but that's how it goes. That's how it will happen. Like one day, it's all the time in the world, and the next you'll be jetting off around the world.
Yeah, that's the plan, like, you know.
Yeah. What's your like dream like festival, like Glastonbury or something?
Oh yeah, Glasgow. Listen, we go it. Like, we've been going like for the past like 4 years to Glastonbury. You know what I mean? So every time we go, we just think maybe next year we'll be on. And like it's always like one day
we'll get that call.
The pinnacle, that'd be the pinnacle. Just looking out after all. Obviously, you've been to Glasgow before, haven't you? You know what I mean, Sam?
I've never been.
You never been. No, you meant to go this year, ain't you? Yeah.
Sam, wait until you go there.
It's unbelievable.
Listen,
I swear on my life, it's not through lack of trying. I've had tickets twice and I've not been able to go for some reason or another. But this year was my first Glasgow.
That's a killer.
You know when we do that BBC introducing stage, Sam, we'll get you under the tent.
So do you all live quite close, like near each other?
Yeah. Within 10-15 minutes of each other, really. Like,
So in terms of the band then, like who would you say are your influences? Like what
Oasis the main one.
Make a band?
Yeah, it's going to be Oasis.
It's
a funny one, to be honest.
Go on, sorry.
Like, when we grew up, as I said, we were listening. We go to Ibiza every year, and we go to that. We're into techno, house music. You know what I mean? So we jumped on the band thing later, apart from Colma. Probably you've always really listened to bands, haven't you, lad?
Yeah.
And then we jumped on later, so it's like. The influence for us, we don't really listen to bands now. Like it would come.
Influences. There's no one that really like
all the influences aren't together no more and stuff. You know
what it was with Oasis for me. I seen like them from a council estate, and now I'm seeing that Supersonic and stuff like that. Obviously, I've heard of the songs and I was listening to the songs before.
We listen to it,
but it puts it into perspective how doable it was. Well, we were in a band just before that Supersonic came out anyway, but it just looking at them, I just thought, you know what, and the Stone Roses, and now obviously when you get more into bands, you realise that there was like John Lennon and that they were all just people just from the same city as us, same situations as us, you know what I mean? And then we just thought, we'll just have a blast, and then our songs are heavy though, aren't they? So
weirdly we could do it.
Did Oasis inspire your band name?
Yeah.
Love that. I love that top as well. I need a Columbia t-shirt.
I know. We need to we need to send you one.
Yeah.
Have you got some? I'll buy one off you.
We'll have one.
We've got some off a man there. Like, you'll have to dig them out. Yeah,
don't worry, we'll send you.
Don't put them in the dryer though, because they shrink.
Oh, do they? So do you go to a lot of gigs then as well?
Not considering we're a band.
Obviously not now.
Nah, exactly. You know.
Liam's the main. We've seen Liam about 4 or 5 times.
Jerry Cinnamon.
I seen Stereophonics about a week before the lockdown as well. Actually,
you lucky bastard.
Stereophonics are boss, aren't they?
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Jerry,
Kenny
but
Jones's voice is amazing.
Yeah, heavy though, Sam. It's proper heavy. His voice is heavy.
Jerry, we're all proper into Jerry as well, aren't we?
I love Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's boss.
I saw Jerry a few times last year.
Yeah.
He just gets
in a way.
I don't know what it is. Like, if anyone that says to me, like, oh, I don't like Jerry Cinnamon, I'm like, well, just go to the live.
Go and see him,
festival, and then it'll change your mind, because it's just the atmosphere. He's
just a certain vibe, and he's just got it, and he's just about it. Take my hat off to him, to be fair.
Soon as
all independent as well. All independent.
Yeah.
And all he's got dinosaurs on as well.
Yeah, I was chatting to him the day, thinking like, where can Jerry really go with his music, really? Because obviously, I'd like to see whether he can change it up, or maybe work with like a big band.
Yeah.
I can't see him working with anyone else. The person he is, though, he's hustled all on his own.
That's just Bill, Annie.
It will be interesting to see where he goes, though. Maybe he might not switch it up.
He might just carry on the same.
Yeah. At the end of the day, as long as people are still going to these gigs, and they love the little bop, and they love to get the flares out and that, people are still vibing on that stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I think there's a lot of bands like Catfish and Biffy Clyro, like they make music.
That Catfish in the bottom, and I started to listen to recently, I'm into them, do you know what I mean? If it was one of them bands, as I said before, we didn't really listen to bands, but I started getting into this. Catfish in the bottom, and I'm into them. You're like that the front man Van, his name Van, innit?
What's his name?
Van McCann.
Yeah, Van McCann, that's it.
Yeah. He's a sick man, lad.
That's brilliant.
Sick, man.
It's been really nice watching them grow. I watched them at this little festival in Devon, probably about, I don't know, like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Tiny little stage, and obviously watching them go. And I went to go and watch them at Wembley a couple of years ago. But yeah, was it last year? Was it Wembley? I don't know. I go to so many gigs, but I went to watch them at a huge show. But they're really like, they've got a really good stage presence. Like I said, a lot of their music is quite similar, but they still make it.
I watched them live, lad. They are good live.
I've seen a few videos of them.
I've just seen videos like.
Who's the first band you'd ever seen, Sam? And you were like, shit, they're heavy. Like the first one, that like proper.
Yeah, the Libertines.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Libertines. How old was
What's that kid?
Yeah, and I saw, and then they broke up shortly after, and then a few years later, I went to watch Pete Doherty in Hackney in London, just to do. It was like a sit-down poetry reading. And obviously they'd broken up, and I was devastated. I've got them tattooed on me. I love them so much. They're like my first band. And anyway, we were all sat in this like theatre, and Pete was like singing along. And he's got this lyric, and he says, on the off chance, and normally he says, on the off chance that you're listening to the radio, but that night he said, on the off chance that you're here tonight talking about Carl Barrett. So me and my ex were like, what the fuck? And then Carl Barrett comes on stage, and it was like a massive Libertines reunion, and it like chairs flying everywhere. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Kate Moss was on the stage, and I was like, oh my god, it's mental.
She's
I know, it was class.
She was with him, weren't she?
Kate Moss, you know.
She was with him, weren't she?
She's so tiny. She's so little.
She's like tidy when she was younger.
Yeah.
Still is.
She's beautiful.
Still is, lad.
Yeah, she is.
To be fair, she still is.
Yeah. But what about you guys? What were your first gigs?
Do you want to know my first ever actual gig is Westlife? When I was a kid. But first proper, I don't know what was all that first proper gig, something like The Game or something back in the day, weren't it?
Oh yeah, The Game. Bam was like our first ever like.
When we went to see Liam in Barrowland.
Yeah, Barrowland.
Why have you never told me this, lad?
I have told you that. Yeah, with me half of us
revelations.
For them.
Well, actually, technically, my first gig was Spice Girls. So when I was like 7.
Yeah.
It was
Spice Girls so bad.
Apparently, I was moaning through the old bit, telling them to turn it down. My man always says.
How old were you?
Hey, it still happens now, though, doesn't it? He still tells
you
all swapped round.
Oh, yeah.
I know, yeah, what's happened there?
I don't know.
Yeah, that'll switch it in.
You've been relegated, Sheppo.
So yeah, the first one we went all like together, and now we went to see Liam in the Barrowlands when he done his first comeback. Yeah, a few years ago. That was unbelievable. That one.
I'd love to go there.
Barrowlands. Have you never been to Barrowlands?
No, never been.
Oh my, that Barrowlands is the best. That's the dream place to play a gig. I can't. Out of everywhere to play, I just want to play at Barrowlands. Be so sick.
On small venues,
them Glaswegians are just sick.
Just like the vibe, you're so close to the fans, lad. So intimate,
so loud.
That's nice.
Comes out that rock and roll star. It was just unbelievable.
Lad, it was heavy.
That was the first.
I love the more intimate gigs. They're the best.
Yeah.
It's like it's similar to like when it's at the old team in Liverpool, and the main room sort of thing. It's got that it's got that close intimate vibe, and then that big famous sign and all that. It's just especially because we watched that video. Your kid loves that video, don't you? Of Oasis doing Colombia at Barrowlands, and then to be there a few years later, it's just like, oh my god.
That must have been such a good gig.
No, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We had an apartment. Yeah, we had an apartment in Glasgow. And just we had the Colombia flag hung up on the wall. We just went to see it.
What, the Colombia country flag?
Yeah.
It doesn't just mean the name of Oasis, it's just everything in it. It's just everything. We love the country and that. And I've always liked the way
it's everything. It's a tune in it. It's just everything in it. It's just about the name in it.
It's in my top 3 Oasis songs.
Yeah.
What's your top one?
Love it. It's proper, just like, I love it.
Top one, Slide Away.
It does change, but yeah, Slide Away.
Changes, doesn't it?
My top 5 changes so much. Yeah, Slide Away, Live Forever. But I'm really into Turn Up the Sun at the moment and Fading Out.
The heavy tune.
Stop listening.
Fading Out's heavy tune.
But yeah, so obviously we don't know like when everything's going to get back to normal again. What we saying? Do you reckon it's going to be September? Or do you think
I don't know. I reckon later, you know.
I reckon it's going to be
October, November or something, mate.
I don't know. I reckon they're going to, because they're starting to, I'm back to work normal. Most of us are back to work normal. So like I can see them just being, I don't know, not ignoring the numbers of the tolls, what they're saying on the news. That's what I mean. I don't reckon that so I reckon you just be like, right, slowly and surely just ignore the numbers and just carry on putting everyone normal, which in effect could have a bad, consequence. Like
could be a second spike or whatever. But I don't know. Hopefully sooner the better. Like,
it's horrible not knowing, isn't it? Like, I'd rather someone say, like, do you know what? It's going to be next year now. I'd rather someone just say definitely that is what's going to happen. But it's just
you can start planning then.
I know.
That's it. It's not knowing, innit? But we're going to do a proper shit gig after all this is done.
Oh,
a few things planned.
The gigs are going to feel like
that's it,
never before.
Hopefully we could get a few like randomers at our gig, you know what I mean? Because of this lockdown and that, and like the support that we've had over this lockdown.
I'll be there.
Yeah. We'll be invited down.
I'll come back to Liverpool to come and see you.
Obviously, we'll sort your little ticket and that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love to. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah. I can't wait for that first gig back, you know. It's going to go
it's going to be sick.
It's going to be so heavy, like.
I feel like I'm going to be really wary around people though, like don't stand so close to me.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing, when are people just going to like switch off and be back to normal, or will people always be cautious?
I know, that's it, isn't it? It's weird, like when this all first happened, when you go out for a walk and then people were moving out of the way, to start with it was really bizarre. You were like, oh my god, these people are, I got really offended by it. But now it's like, just do it naturally.
Yeah,
it's just normal now, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's not. I don't think it's going to be like boom, back to normal again. I'm going to be avoiding people for ages.
That's what I mean. It leaves an impact, doesn't it? Like sort of mentally, like people are going to be like, don't want to go in there, don't want to go there because of this, and it can have a massive impact.
It's just mad the way we're all, every single one of us is living through it, man. It's fucking mad. You know what I mean? Like,
what is this? It's like a film, and it's like something.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, that is what it's like. It's like something you see on the news, isn't it?
Sweet sneaking up to ours with the guitar to do a cover, you know what I mean? Proper,
no. Social distance covers. COVID mission.
I don't know what we do without social media though. Like imagine more. Like
No, we're lucky there.
I was
all
saying this the
FaceTime and
other
all
day,
that.
you know, when they had that Spanish flu and that, what would the people must have been sat there just scratching their head thinking, oh my God, what
do you do?
What can I do? Do you know what I mean? No,
The house must have been so clean.
There we go.
No. Telling you, we've got PlayStation, we've got FaceTime,
no wonder they were
WhatsApp,
preggo every 9 months, weren't they? All the women used to be preggo. No, mate, nothing else to do.
No, to have the option would be nice, to be fair.
You're telling us.
Oh dear, yeah. Bloody isolation, eh? Not that even if isolation wasn't happening. There you go. Yeah, we've got lots to look forward to. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so this is like the Price is Right. So we're going to start off. This is all Twitter followers, so bands that have got Twitter accounts, and we're going to start with the number of followers. So,
so what to do? Sorry, just to say that they're high or low or something like that.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with one account, and then I'll say the next one, and you've got to guess whether it's higher or lower.
Higher or lower.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with Oasis. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Nirvana.
I'm gonna say.
I'd say. I'm just gonna
lower.
say Oasis.
Go lower. I prefer it.
What?
Lower.
So what is it?
And Nirvana higher or lower than Oasis?
So higher or lower? So does Nirvana have more or less followers than Oasis?
I can't see Oasis having that many followers because it's only Liam Gallagher and Noel Gallagher.
Nah, lad, Nirvana were big in the States.
Yeah, they were like go on. Yeah, Nirvana higher. Nirvana higher.
Lower.
No, I said lower. He's made me.
Only just though. Only just. So higher or lower than Nirvana? Blur.
Best be
Please lower.
Yeah.
Agreement? Yeah, lower.
Lower.
So I'll give you the figures actually where I go.
Yeah.
So Oasis have got 99.5 thousand followers, which is not even 1 million. How are they not even 1 million followers?
That's insane.
It's they're not really band account, are they? And Nirvana have 955.7 thousand. Blur only have 306. So higher or lower than Blur? Foals.
Higher.
Higher. The big then Foals not the big now.
It is higher. Foals have 377.4. What a band. Absolutely love Foals. Right, okay. So higher or lower than Foals? Radiohead.
Higher.
Well, that's the majority.
Higher.
It's higher. Radiohead coming in at 8 million followers.
What? How many?
Because lad, didn't he do Glasgow last year or something then?
Yeah, deadline.
Lad, people are sleeping on Oasis though there, lads. 1.8 million, lads. Come on.
Right, okay, so higher or lower than Radiohead? Arcade Fire. Great band.
Higher. My stepdad loves Arcade Fire.
I love Arcade Fire.
Where did you see them at?
You've
seen them at Ailes Course. MEN as well.
Higher then?
I've only ever seen them once at Reading.
I reckon they're lower, mate. Go on.
I reckon lower myself.
Is it? Lower?
Yeah.
That was the majority we got that right.
997.3 thousand. So higher or lower than Arcade Fire? Rewind. Arctic Monkeys.
Higher.
It's got to be higher, surely.
It's got to be, surely.
Yeah, higher. 1.6 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much?
This be a tough one.
1.6.
Fuck.
So higher or lower than Arctic Monkeys? Lewis Capaldi.
Higher.
Probably higher.
Gotta be well higher in it. Gotta be, honest.
He's internet sensation, isn't he?
No.
Lower,
Lewis Capaldi has got 1.1 million followers.
Oh,
he's doing all right for himself, though, isn't he?
He's brilliant. I think he's so funny.
Can't knock him, like.
Was that it? 1 million now? It's not, isn't it?
Got 1,500.
And he's a jock, and he get on with Scousers, so
he's brilliant. He's really good fun, Lewis Capaldi. I think people give him a lot of shit, so I don't really get it, but I think he's brilliant.
He takes the piss out of himself.
He just knows, doesn't he, that he's fucking...
Yeah, but if you can take the piss out of yourself, then it's half the battle, innit?
Exactly. Yeah. I think he's brilliant. I love it. His music and stuff, I do find his music, like, there's a few songs that I like, but it's it's kind of a bit teenage girl for me. It's like teenage girl romance.
Yeah,
it's not the best.
It's very it's commercial stuff, isn't it? Very commercial stuff. Like
it'd be nice to see him do something different. I think.
He's got a heavy voice. He's got a heavy voice, like, but his music, like,
it's not for us.
You
Like,
want to
is
go
it?
and have a party?
Nah,
you
yeah,
want to go and cry your eyes out, go and see him.
Yeah, so for all them heartbroken women out there, innit?
There are a few songs like I think they're good, but they're just really depressing. Like I just think, I know
what you mean. Like, it's just it's one for the
didn't take his breakup very well, did he?
The young girls and that.
Who said that about the breakup?
Not for the party going.
He didn't, though, did he?
Hey lad, imagine if
boy
he got
version of Adele, innit?
Yeah, imagine if he got with Adele, lads, he'd just have non-stop albums. Bar each other.
That's brilliant. Imagine if we got with Adele. Christ help us. Right, okay, so higher or lower than Lewis Capaldi? Noel Gallagher.
Lower.
Do
you reckon?
It's going to be close, like, innit?
Take your personal opinions out of this. I'm joking.
I know, yeah.
Wait there. So,
I'd say higher, me. Higher, I'd say.
Come on, we'll go higher.
How many is Lewis Capaldi got?
He's got 1.1.
Yeah, well, it's got to be.
Come on, we'll go higher. Lad, if you think Oasis didn't even have a million.
Oasis never had a million, lad.
Yeah, but Oasis is finished. Noel Gallagher hasn't, has he? You know what I mean? Right, he's been still going, isn't he?
Right, go on.
Get out of his ass, lad.
Okay, Noel Gallagher is higher.
Yeah.
1.2 million.
Yeah.
So he's doing well. He doesn't really tweet very much either. Okay, so higher or lower than Noel Gallagher? Example.
Lower.
I met him a couple years ago.
It's going to
I
be
was looking at that example on
on
Twitter the other day. Funny enough. What was he on? I can't remember. I'm going to say.
Been about for years, so I'd say he's higher.
Yeah. Like on Tuesday, like Calvin and all that.
A lot of the grime people follow, like.
That's what I mean, lad. That's what I mean.
And all like on Tuesday, like Calvin Harris and that Calvin is massive.
Yeah, he's got a bigger audience, really, and this day.
I'd love if you were actually on The Price is Right. You'd be like,
We would have been out ages ago.
Bruce Forsyth, like, come on, hurry up. This is supposed to be a quick fire round.
I'd say higher, mate. I'd say higher. It could be a trick question.
Higher.
Yeah.
7 million. Right, now this one. Okay, so higher or lower than example, the 1975.
It's going to be higher, isn't it?
It's going to be higher, and I hate them.
He shouldn't be higher, like, but they are.
Yeah, we'll say higher.
They the best band in the world, then. They should not be the best. What did they get? What did they
best
that
band
award?
in the
They
world
want to say that they were best band in the world. It sounds like one man singing.
No, shite.
Yeah.
Also tuned in that.
Firm of fucking mushrooms, lad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, let's say. To be fair, like a fair play to them, they do their own thing. I'm just personally not a fan. Like I'd never go on Twitter and start slapping them.
That chocolate tune. That chocolate tune's all right back in the day.
Yeah, there's a good tunes, I think. Yeah.
I've seen.
But like you said, the attitude is a bit.
I've seen you slating them on Twitter, Sam.
I've seen so.
After the
Chapo, I've got a new job now as a podcast host. I have to be on my best behaviour. I don't need my hands off.
We'll edit it.
Right, so the 1975 is higher, 2.1 million.
Yeah.
And there we go, chaps.